Now, I've been playing Minecraft for a long time. Even longer than Lizzie, I might add. Just flexing. To be honest, I've been playing for so long, I should probably change my Minecraft skin to have grey hair. Wait, I don't have any hair. Oh no. My whole life has been a lie. Anyway, the other day I found a really old memory stick which had a save file on it of a build I did in 2014. And I like to think my building has improved since then. And now I have mods. Let's see if we can improve our really old 1.64 vanilla build with some of the building mods I use today. So here we are on the version of Minecraft which is 1.6.4, and this is a floating island I built in around 2014. This has never been seen on a video before. I literally just built this for fun back in the day, and I think it looks pretty cool. The cathedral could use a lot of work, and the village could also use a lot of work as well. But my build style hasn't changed that much, to be honest. So it's gonna be very fun to sort of alter this with mods. Also, side note, there's also this massive castle over here that I built as well. I'm not going to be doing this bit up, but there's like a tower, big old castle, and another little village area down there. And I built all of this without world edit or anything like that. I placed every single block individually. So as you can guess, it probably took a long time. Let's switch from Steve to Shrek with the click of our fingers. Whoa, look at that. Even with shaders, this place is already a massive improvement, but still looks like a build I did 4 years ago. Now, luckily for us, we've now got a selection of mods and loads of new blocks, so we can improve this thing quite a lot. So let's leave the cathedral alone for now and work on this house up here, which is a very interesting design. Hopefully, we can make something good out of it. So as you can see, my old build style was a bit erratic. There was just roofs and everything all over the place. So I decided to update this to make it look a bit more fluent in the way the roof worked. I also used some modded oak sacred wood planks, which I think look really nice. But I didn't want to change it too much, so I tried to make it in a very similar shape to it was before. I didn't really just delete it and completely redo it. I sort of kept the foundations and decorated it inside afterwards as well to make it look all nice and cozy instead of just being empty like it was before. And then I actually changed a lot of stuff. I deleted all the trees on the island and I changed the grass to this sort of flowery grass, and then I added a load of new trees on as well just to give it a different look, because I was just using the default old oak trees. And they also added these little nice lights and stuff up. Let's go have a look around in more detail at this house. So the way up is a lot cuter now, as you can see, with all this bunting and the fairy lights. And inside it's nice and decorated as well. We've got this lovely kitchen area here. The walkway still has the glass so you can see the water underneath. And then the balcony is looking pretty good. And there's also an upstairs now, up the ladder here. And we got a little bedroom and a little sofa with a TV. Very cute. Next up, we're going to work on this town hall here. This is meant to be a town hall, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we can do to this, because a cobblestone roof is not looking good. So I actually changed this building quite a lot. I kept the main shape of how it looks, but I actually took off one of the floors and just made it a single story building instead, because I thought it looked a bit nicer. Plus added this lovely clock in the center of it here, because it's a town hall. It needs to have a clock on it. I feel like every town hall has a clock somewhere on the outside. Once again, I used some of the chisel and bits mod to give it some like little decorations and make it look all pretty and stuff. Plus, of course, I decorated the interior, which I shall go and show you now because I think it looks pretty cool in there. So here is the view from down the street. Very happy of how this turned out, although it is a lot smaller than a lot of these houses now. Inside, it's looking very clean. We've got this sort of like welcome area here with all the bookshelves behind, a little desk area here. You can actually enter it through here like this. And then we've got like a little desk over here with a printer and a little waiting area here as well. Very, very cute inside. Oh, and the chandelier. Don't forget about the chandelier. So next, I think we're just going to work on every single little building here, and also these paths as well, which at the moment are gravel. Why did I choose gravel? Ooh. Let's see what we can do. Now, my main problem with all these houses were that they were all just the same. They were all made out of stone, and they had these wooden roofs, and they just looked all very similar and very boring. Also, the windows look terrible. Look at the windows on that house on the right. Absolutely disgusting. So I decided to change it up entirely and add loads of different colored houses in with different styles of building. I deleted some walls as well to add gardens to a few of them, and I changed it up ever so slightly of how the roofs worked on a few of them as well, as I just wanted to make them look more unique, as every single house here was identical, and that's not okay with me. So I added some different types of wood, some different types of stone. I made the roofs different on all of them, and some houses I just completely got rid of, and you'll see in a second here that I just delete a couple of these because I thought, you know what, it's really quite overcrowded here, so I thought let's add in like a little park in the center. I thought that would look quite nice. We've also got a little corner cottage over there, and I noticed as well there's some space on the other side of the island where I could build some other stuff later after I finished improving the stuff we already have. But I think you can see the distance here is massive. We've even got like a little blacksmith there with a chimney coming out of it, plus a stables, which I added in last because I thought, you know what, a stables would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So here we are. The area's looking a lot more diverse now. As I said, all the buildings are decorated inside, all very simple inside, nothing overly complicated. We even got a little stables over here, as you can see, some horses. And this balloon thing is now made out of mangrove wood. I don't think I'm going to change the balloons too much, but I might change the wood on them, as just normal old oak is a bit boring. But I think it's time we moved on to the cathedral, which is going to take a long time because look how big it is. So I experimented with a few different blocks, as you can see here, on what I thought would look good, and settled on this nice limestone colour, which I think is more accurate to how cathedrals actually look in real life. And then, of course, we had to make these towers a lot more pointier. When I actually built this originally, I hit the sky limit, which is why the roof was so stubby. I managed to improve it here by making it nice and pointy, which I used some chiseling bits for to make it extra pointy, but even with just the normal amount of points, it would have been a vast improvement. I didn't want to change it too much though, as I wanted to make it look like the original cathedral still, and I feel like if I did change it, I would change it drastically, as this is not how I'd build something like this anymore. So instead, I decided to focus on the inside and try and make it look like a cathedral inside, which is kind of tricky, as this is not a good cathedral layout, I realised pretty soon on. But I added in like loads of benches and a little service area, a little choir area as well, lots of candles around, as I feel like cathedrals always have candles. I'll show you in more detail. Let's go have a look around this place. So as you can see, a vast improvement in the roof here. I really like how this is looking. I've added this central spike as well. Really pointy now as well. I also added a little gate on the front bit here as well. And when we head inside, we've got this lovely red carpet. And as you can see, there's all the benches here from people sitting and watching the people up there. Loads of candles on some tables, some lamps as well. I think these kind of look like they'd be in a cathedral. We got a table full of gold bars because we all know the church is rich. And then we've also got lots of candles over here as well. These are like the choir areas where the choir stands and they sing choir songs. I would sing one for you, but I don't really know any. And then up here we've got where the priest or vicar or pope, whoever it is, stands up here and gives his ceremony out to the cathedral. And I had to just add a load of glowstone in at the top because it was so dark in here, especially with shaders. And then this bit out the back hasn't really changed much. It's just still nice and watery and a nice little area to walk around in. But now I think it's time we filled up some of the space outside that was empty before, adding some new stuff to the island. So firstly, I thought this place has a lack of animals. We've got the horses now in the stables, but let's add some actual livestock in. So I added some pigs into this cute little barn here, just on the side of where the balloon takes off next to the cathedral. And look, the horses can even see them as well. The pigs are in here behind this white gate. It is an entirely fenced off area out back here, so they can't escape. And the barn looks really cute, I think. Just a standard sort of little barn. Use a bit of chisel and bits mod to make it. Kind of got some hay inside. Pigs are allowed in, but doesn't seem to want to. But a cute little addition. Now, we originally had a little wheat farm area just by the town hall, but I thought that's not very suitable. So there's a lot of space on this side of the cathedral, so I thought let's add a farmhouse in and a little field of wheat. So we actually have a farmer who can look after this field of wheat for the entire island. And plus, we now have some more space for crops, meaning more food for all. So to get to the farm, you've actually got to go through here, around the side of the cathedral, and there's a little pathway off here, and you can just head through the gate up to the farmhouse, where we've got a nice little decorated area for the farmer who loves pink, apparently. And look, there's some bread that they've made right there. Plus a nice little back porch for them as well to look out, because they're doing a lot of work. They're feeding this entire island, so they deserve the best view. Now, Where should they eat this bread? I'll tell you what, previous Joel, they should eat it in the brand new picnic area. Yes, we replaced that other boring field of wheat, which was just in the middle of nowhere, with a lovely picnic area for all families to hang out in. I think this fits in much more nicely than the wheat farm did. We've got a little bird bath, we've got a couple of barbecues, some seats we can sit down and eat our food. Yum, yum, yum. Eat our steak, or even a whole chicken if we want to. And then look, there's also a trampoline for the kids on this side so they can't bounce off accidentally into the water, because that would be a real shame. I'm not sure they'd be able to get back up very easily, but I'm pretty sure they can't make it. Oh, no, they probably could and fall and die. Maybe the trampoline wasn't the best idea. But there you have it, guys. As you can see, quite a massive transformation from the original to the modded. The shaders helps a lot, I know, but I feel like I've done a lot of building differences as well, which improves this build ever so much. What do you guys think? Is there anything you would have changed about this build? Let me know in those comments down below. I'm personally really happy with it, although I would definitely change the cathedral in the future and build it completely differently if I was to redo this build one day. But I think I made do with the modifications that I did. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you did enjoy this, and if there's any builds you've seen me do in the past that you want me to improve, let me know in the comments down below and I shall maybe improve them in the future. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.